Stuff like this happens in the morning on my bills. Really? So since those is touched, should I just let those go down the sink? Because if I put it back in the container, it's going to basically mess up all the other shit. It's going to make a mess. If it ain't one thing, it's another. If I'm not trying to find something to wear, if I'm not trying to do my hair, I'm trying to find some earrings to put on. Because even nowadays, even earrings can feel so uncomfortable. So what I actually want to talk about is, I was listening to Sierra's song, When She Getting Married, about love. Beauty Marks by Sierra. And I was just thinking about the Bible. Like, a lot of people be like, love is not what it's not meant to be. Love can be, not love, but marriage can be a distraction. It can be a distraction, but at the same time, it's just a metaphor. Marriage, I keep saying love. Marriage is a metaphor for two souls united. There's the biblical version, but the biblical version is the original version. While the world is imitating whatever is in the Bible and replicating the Bible as into the physical realm. And once you make it a physical thing, then it becomes less relevant because God is saying, don't be of the world, don't be of the world, don't be attached with the world. But what Satan did was that Satan made God's plan of marriage in the Bible, the biblical version, he brought it out into the world. So if you're saying, oh yeah, don't be of the world, don't love the world, don't love the world, don't love the things of this world. Well, guess what? I just took marriage and I put it into this world. So if a part of your plan was these beings being married, then guess what? How are they going to get married if they're supposed to detach themselves from the world? And this is what the world is. I have brought it into the world, so what you going to do now? So sometimes what God is asking you to do is not what's obvious. It's for a purpose, and it's for your own fate. Even though it looks like what it looks like, that doesn't mean that's what it's going to be. What does this world make but something more simple than it actually is? What is marriage? So let's talk a little bit about it. All right, so one thing I want to kind of highlight is the world makes something simpler when it's not meant to be simple. They can take a metaphor and bring it to reality. They can take a metaphor and make it into a physical thing. What does flex mean but to flex? Flex. But they take it and they put it on this can, and now, with the word that you really felt so passionate about, they turned into a little spray called flex. That's basically what I meant. And took this marriage and he brought it into the world to sabotage God's plan. If you want your children are supposed to not be of the world, you don't want your children of the world. You're teaching your children not to be of the world or to detach from everything of the world. Then they will have to give up marriage. It's just like taking a toy from a kid. You had this all the time, like you're like, we was brought into this world to believe in marriage, to believe in this, to believe in that, to do marriage this way. It's all like a cycle. We have to stay in line and do things according, a specific way. But what Satan did was that Satan took everything of the Bible, everything that you believe in, all of your faith and all of the metaphor of the Bible, the metaphoric interpretation, the message that you get. Satan took it and brought it into reality and made it a part of the world to disrupt God's plan. Satan took marriage and took everything that God said you will have and made it a physical thing. So it'd be like, oh yeah, God said I can have this, but then this is how Satan plays with your mind. God says you can have this, but you can't have it because you're of God. This is my kingdom. Oh, you want to get married? I'm going to tell this guy not to give you that ring. I'm going to tell this guy to leave you. I'm going to take marriage away from you because in this physical realm, this is something that you're not going to have. So then you get down and you get disappointed, and Satan is telling you you're never going to get married because guess what? This is my kingdom. God says you're going to get married in his kingdom. This kingdom is my kingdom. So therefore, if you want somebody to marry you and you're waiting for marriage, it's not going to happen. Not in this time. So now you're just sitting around moping and groaning because God said, God said I was going to be married. So why am I not married? Why can't I get married? I can't get married here because this is Satan's kingdom. If Satan says no, then Satan says no. God's marriage is not of Satan's kingdom. God's marriage means so much more. You just have to think a little bit deeper. You have to pray a little bit more, and you have to understand the difference between the two. Don't allow Satan to take your joy away from you, take your faith away from you, to play with your faith, to play in your face. Don't allow Satan to do none of that, because what God is telling you is that in my kingdom is my kingdom. It's not Satan's kingdom. What I'm giving you, it won't be as broad as daylight. Whatever Satan is telling you, let Satan tell you. That's not what I mean by you will be married. You know, God, that's what Satan does. Satan is a physical. He makes you look at it and want it, and he takes it away from you. You know, God doesn't do that. Faith is without unseen, and that's where Satan has messed up, has intervened. So, yeah, when it comes to marriage can be a distraction, but only a physical distraction. Marriage is really whatever message you get from the Bible. Pray on it and pray about it, and God will reveal it to you. I just wanted to speak on that because this one just came out. This is my hair, so I gotta put this back in there. Hold on, my handy dandy crochet hook. Gotta fix this problem. Hold on. So I'm gonna go right in here. Put this back where it's supposed to be. You just be hopping out my head like, hold up, y'all ain't supposed to be going nowhere. Like I said, the one day I was going to the store, and when I tell y'all, one of these came out while I was walking beside somebody. I took it out and I was just like, boop, and he boop, and he boop, and he boop, and he was like, oh. I was like, you know what? I'm at this point in my life and I'm proud, because guess what? Before, some women nowadays is still going through the phase of, like, when we was younger and hadn't evolved. If a piece of their track or something comes out on a date and that man sees it, they're gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be feeling a certain way. They're gonna be feeling insecure, ashamed, embarrassed. And I'm at that point in my life where what's fake is fake. And if something, you know, God threw that piece of hair out my hair to show you the truth. This is her. This ain't hers. And that's how humorous God can be. But yeah. And that happens to me all the time though. I'm like, that's so unfair. Like, why am I always being put on blast? Because you're supposed to be living your truth. You're supposed to be living your truth. And sometimes when you go against that, it all starts to go against you until you start to listen. So yeah, to refresh that ponytail, do something to these edges. Like, you know, when my edges grow out, I just I do this. Like, I just merge it in with my original lock, so my edges don't stay edges forever. Like, I don't just keep my edges and don't do nothing with them. This part of my edges will go into this lock, and so forth. And anytime I get new edges, like anytime my edges grow in, it will keep going back into the locks. So yeah. That is our morning coffee. We just drink our coffee. I was on the bus thinking like, oh my gosh, I want some coffee. I miss the taste of coffee. Seeing somebody drinking coffee. Haven't had coffee in 7 months. Seeing somebody drinking coffee, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then there was this guy that actually showed me some coffee beans. He was like, yeah, he said, I love me some coffee, but I found these as a freaking, I forget what you call it. I found these instead. So he had some coffee beans, and when I tell you, them coffee beans smell stronger than coffee itself. Smell stronger, man. It makes you want some coffee. I was like, regular coffee don't even smell like that. He was like, I know, they originally coffee beans. So he's getting all the nutrients naturally, organically, through coffee beans, eating it, rather than putting it through like the coffee machine and stuff like that, the coffee maker. Coffee pot. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. I'm gonna talk to y'all next time.